Making homemade gifts is a trend that has really taken off this year, so we're giving you some baking inspiration to create homemade gourmet gifts of your own.
We've invited the stars of the Great British Bake Off to give us some ideas, and today we're joined by 2011's winner, Jo Wheatley. Jo, tell us what you're doing.
I'm doing my Rudolph mince pies, so they're just little mince pies with a Florentine topping and then a cherry on the top, just to make them look.
Is this something you you developed years ago?
It is. I really like things with different textures, so they're really soft and the pastry, and then nice mincemeat.
They're very tasty as well.
So should we? So my pastry, I literally use some flour, half fat to flour, and then a couple of yolks, some milk. Put it all in the food processor, beat it up, and then chill it.
Left with that?
Yep. And then a really good tip is to use a couple of sheets of parchment, because if you don't use that, you need flour, and then that sort of adds flour to the pastry and dries it. Changes it out. Do you want to roll that out for me?
Yeah, if you like.
Perfect.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm going to make my Florentine topping.
What piece of meat?
I'm ridging the pastry. It's a technique.
More rolling pin skills.
It's a very loud technique you have there.
Do you know how to do this? Do you think pastry's largely about technique rather than sort of recipe?
I think it is about technique. I think the food processor is the way to go, because, you know, the more you handle it, the tougher it becomes. So I've got the butter in there, some sugar, and then some cream. And then we've just got some honey here as well.
But don't you have some quite interesting mince pie scenario going on? This is extraordinary to me. Did you not do the world's most expensive mince pie?
I had a go at it. Whether it was, I don't know. I had a go at it in a moment of... it was for charity, but...
How do you get something that small to be really expensive?
I know.
Chocolate gold leaf over it. You know, there was some brandy in it and brandy served on the side. I can't remember what it was, but it was incredibly expensive brandy, and so that kind of hoiked the price up.
Yes.
And then you sell it to Kanye West.
Yeah.
He's got silly money.
I mean, it was like a several £1,000s.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. That's what they topped it.
Who bought that? It was auctioned for charity.
It was I don't know, it was anonymous.
Yeah.
It was good.
So once we've got that, you can see that's all melted now. You want the sugar so it isn't granulated.
Okay.
And you just want it to bubble. And then we'll pop that to one side.
Steady, sir, steady.
Call you Jets.
There's some help there, Matt.
That's just how my mum rolls her chapatis like that. Just like that.
Do you need some help there?
No, it's a bit chilly.
He needs help, doesn't he?
You need to go to the gym
I'm
more.
trying to get it a little bit thinner. It feels quite thick.
You need a pound coin sort of thickness.
God, blimey. You all right?
Keep
Go on,
going.
you do your job, I'll do mine.
Well, I'm waiting for you to do your job. You just can't get staff these days.
Okay.
Come on, let's just pretend it's good.
I think we're there.
Let's just pretend the commie chef's good.
I like these nice little bite-sized mince pies.
Yeah, they're good.
Actually.
The only thing is you sort of eat too many, don't you? Every time you walk past, you eat one.
There you go. You tired, Matt?
You're right there sitting down, ain't
Yeah, fine, thank you, with my friends.
So let's just do 4.
Right.
So let's just squish them out a little bit more. Let's just do 2. So then make sure we push the pastry in properly into the corners. No bubbles. Perfect. You could add some orange zest as well, or some flavouring into the pastry is always good.
I could, but I'd probably do it wrong.
You probably would.
Taking longer to get it.
Do you know what? My grandson Harley, he's 6, and he can do this with me.
Can he? Yeah. You can't drive a car, though, can he?
No.
Yeah. Can you do that? I can.
So, there we go, we're good.
Is that enough?
Yeah, we're good. So, just a teaspoon of mincemeat into each one. Try and make sure it stays in the middle so that it doesn't go over the edge and stick to the pan then.
Okay.
So, do you make your mincemeat quite a long time in advance?
Yep, I make my mincemeat sort of just before stir-up Sunday and let it mature.
Stir-up Sunday?
Yep.
Yeah, when's that?
You know, when you have stir-up your Christmas pudding mixture. Do you not do that in your house? Yeah.
When is that?
Yeah, but when is...
Did you miss that?
Because Christmas Day, Boxing Day,
November! 5 weeks before.
I have heard this
seems like
I'm with you, Joe. I'm with you. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to guess September.
No, it's
Okay.
November. It's 5 weeks before
Yeah.
Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh no, we do ours in March. I think must be.
So you lay it down a month or so before that,
Yes,
and then you
yep.
stir up the Christmas cake mix.
Yes. No, Christmas pudding. But
Christmas
I make my
pudding,
mincemeat
sorry.
the same day.
Maybe
Right.
it's a bake-off terminology.
It's
some
a real
people do
thing.
Christmas
Google
puddings
it.
Right.
So we've just got our Florentine topping.
Okay, so what was in
And
there?
they're gonna,
That was just...
and that's flaked almonds,
Yeah.
some butter, some cream, some
Okay.
honey,
Right.
and some sugar.
Nice.
And then they're going into the
And then
oven
it
to
bakes.
bake.
Okay.
Once you pop those in, we've got some in here, I think.
There's probably one of those as well.
Okay, so how long do they get baked?
About 12 to 14 minutes, and then
Nice.
they go lovely and golden.
Right.
Oh, it's mince
But you
pie.
don't want to touch this with your fingers because it's really
It's like no pie.
burny. Yes.
Oh, look, hot mince pies. Oh my God.
So here we have our cherries.
Do you like a glacé cherry?
I like the look of them,
I
but
love
then
them.
I sort of flick them off.
Do you?
Yeah. I like them.
You're really selling them. It's the key ingredient in
Yeah, but
mince
they
pie.
look like a little Rudolph nose, don't they? So.
Andy loves a glacé cherry.
No, they're the work of the devil. They're just weird. The texture, it's just too weird. I can't.
I love them.
I like them.
Yeah, guilty.
Yeah, I do.
I love them.
They're nice
In a
to
Victoria
eat.
sponge.
Oh,
Classic.
Yeah, I do a
What is
marzipan.
glacé
with
cherries
cooked
doing in a
marzipan and cherries. It's
With,
really
with
nice.
icing over. I don't know, it's just a
Do you ever use
classic.
green
I just had
ones?
it as a child.
No, not green.
the
They look like bogies.
No, classic cherry.
That would be madness.
That would be really weird.
Mix it up a bit.
So we need to get these out of the pan because that caramel is going to stick like glue if we
Okay.
don't get them out.
Here, let me have a go.
Do we have a little... do we have anything to put them on?
Here. Yeah, I'll get a plate. Like that.
No?
There you go.
Ah,
Well, let's not use that one. You're right, exactly.
Someone's been on the sherry.
Amaretto.
yeah, it's like banana pudding.
do you know? It probably was.
What do you do Christmas Day then? Do you do
I
all the
basically
cooking?
cook, clean,
Really?
and clear up wrapping paper, and then fall down exhausted at the end of the
Nice.
night.
Sounds glamorous.
It's really glamorous.
Yeah, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, that's the one. 1950s housewife. Yeah.
Yes, it's yum.
Right. Bit soft. There we go.
They're too
Right.
hot to move.
Okay, you get the
So,
idea.
you get the idea.
Right.
And
Okay.
then you pop them into your tins
Yeah.
with some little nice, tissue paper.
Yeah. So for those people who haven't been paying attention, remind us what these are.
These are my Rudolph-inspired Christmas pies.
Beautiful. Right, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
See?
Do you
There
again?
you go, hot ones on top. Oh, that.
Smell the hot. You go.
Go.
This is so
Can't beat a hot
polite.
mince pie.
Definitely not.
Right, I'm going to get rid of it.
Oh, a hot one.
Well, cherry down.
Oh, quite hot tonight.
They're really hot. Delicious and really hot.
Good.
The pastry's gorgeous.
Have you knocked the cherry off?
Yes.
Did you flick
I
it?
told you. No, I placed
should have
it
had a
very politely
competition.
and carefully over there.
I hurled mine right on the room.
You won. That's good.
What
Someone
about
give
you?
him a high five.
Do you like those, I do?
Really good.
Yeah.
Good.
Beautiful.
Very good.
Good. Raging success. Right, Joe, can you give us your top sort of baking tip for Christmas? Or what is your top tip for Christmas? How do you survive Christmas?
I have a plan always, a written plan, and I tick it off. That's my top tip.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you're
I
quite
have-
methodical about
I'm
it.
really, yep. I have a time plan. Before Christmas, I have lists for everything, and I make all pastry and stuff, and everything's
Really?
in the freezer.
So on the big day when you start drinking and it all starts sort of falling apart, how'd you cope with that one?
I don't really drink.
Do you?
No.
There's your top tip. Thanks, Joe. Now one good tip deserves another, and here's some more of my chef friends with theirs.